Hey, my name is Donald Fulton. I go by DJ. I'm a psychology major, and I'm a senior at Georgia State University. Um, I'm originally from Sanford, Florida. I was raised in Valdosta, Georgia, and just a quick reason that even why I even moved to Valdosta was because of that's where my dad's side of the family is from. So that's how we relocated to Valdosta. As of how I got to where I'm at now, as a senior at Georgia State. Well, when I was in eighth grade, I took a trip to Atlanta, and ever since that trip, I always said to myself, "Oh, I want to go to college in Atlanta, and I want to do this, I want to do that." So I was like, "Okay." Senior year came, and I applied to colleges in Atlanta. Well, I pretty much I was in between a lot of decisions. I was in between going into the military because I ended up scoring a 51 on the ASVAB, and I also had the option to go off to Rhode Island because I had a scholarship to a college in Rhode Island, and I was thinking about pursuing culinary arts at Johnston and Wells University. So once, and I also had a college in Atlanta, Georgia Gwinnett, and I was kind of interested in going there because it was a new college. It didn't really have no set boundaries, and I felt like I wanted to be a part of a new experience. So I really, as a decision I ended up making, I ended up staying home and getting my associates in psychology, going to junior college. And after I pretty much went to junior college and got my associates, it was in between UGA or Georgia State, and I ended up picking Georgia State for several reasons, like with diversity and getting to know people from different cultures and backgrounds. So yeah, that's a little bit about myself and where I'm at today and how did I get there. But as of what I want to be or want to do in life, as if people haven't asked you what do you want to be when you grow up and up, I want to be a school psychologist. And before I came up with this, knowing I want to be a school psychologist, I used to think I wanted to be a doctor. And then I came to the realization that I didn't enjoy math and science that much. So I went from wanting to be all these different type of doctors, from a pediatrician, a dermatologist, a psychiatrist, till I got to the point where I was like, if I'm going to go to college, I might as well, do something I love and do something I'm passionate about. So I was in between picking a major in English, French, or psychology. So I always had a first love for English, and then I was like, okay, what I'm going to do with that? Be an English professor. And with French, I was like, what I'm going to do? Be a translator. And I also had this awesome psychology teacher. So, that's the reason why I chose to, be a psychology major.
Okay. Tell us a story of an impactful experience in your life that has shaped who you are.
Well, I really have more than one impactful experience. One was, taking AP classes in high school. And I chose to do this my senior year. I wanted to do something new. I wanted to do something fresh. I kind of felt like I already had graduated as of the necessary things I needed, and I wanted to go up and beyond and do the best I can. And I was taking 3 AP classes, along with other courses, and I ended up, coming a few points short, a few points short from passing my AP class. And it really affected me because up until this point, I had never failed a class before. And even though it was my senior year, it was kind of bittersweet that I was always looked at or looked upon, by other people as being smart. And, it really kind of hit my ego, and I really didn't know how to take it or how to feel about it. A part of me was happy because, yeah, I still graduated. But the other part was like, okay, I lost hope. I, had to, take out additional loans. And I really pretty much had to earn hope back. And that's something that gave me an extra push of, pretty much doing what I needed to do to make sure I obtain hope, to make sure I can afford to go to university. And another impactful experience that I had was with 2 of my aunties dying back to back a week apart before high school. It was the summer between 8th and ninth grade, and it affected me because I really didn't have time to get over one before it was another blow. And I know they was like real close, and they both always wanted me to do, what I wanted to do in life, and wanted me to be the best I can be, and pretty much get myself out of the situation I, grew up in. So them, passing, I felt like as if I didn't have no support or nobody else besides my parents, of course, to push me on or a reason to even continue. But when they passed, and I just really thought about all the good times, and I had to be there for my little cousins and etc. Like, I felt like I wasn't in a position where I could just give up and roll over and, just give up. So I had to keep pushing forward, and I knew it was going to be a better tomorrow. So that was the two, experiences that really pushed me and impacted me the most to shape me who I am today.
What roadblocks do you see ahead of you in life that might hold you back from achieving your aspirations?
A roadblock that I see in life would definitely be the GRE, because when I went to junior college, I took the compass test to get in college, and I only took the ACT one time. It was junior year, I bombed it, I did not do good at all. And I also signed up for the ACT and the SAT twice senior year. And I was so overwhelmed with AP classes and just trying to graduate that I ended up not taking the other 3 free waivers of even, getting that done. But at the same time, I was so discouraged about the first score, and, I had so much going on in my life at that time that, with me not making a score that I felt like I was able to make or being good enough or meet the status quo, I felt like I just wasn't going to, like the test really meant something. Like I wasn't going to be good in college. I might as well, go into the military or something. And one reason I didn't even go into the military or anything was just because of a friend that was close to me had got injured, and I thought I wanted to go to, kind of follow in his footsteps because me and him were very close. But once he, got out of the military before I even signed up, I realized that I didn't want to do that. And with the, going back onto the ACT, SAT, with me not making a good score, and now it's like I have to take the GRE in order to get into grad school, I was never, I kind of, in a way, went around the situation by taking the compass test. So having to take the GRE, and these are the same people that make the SAT, ACT, it kind of made me real nervous and feel like, what if I can't, meet that score, or what if I can't, hit the status quo of what a graduate score is supposed to be on the GRE. So, I'm going to have to, push through, but as of right now, that's something that, really bothers me as a, a potential roadblock that I could see coming in the near future.
If selected for this trip, you will be interviewing leaders who also went to Georgia State University, who you find inspiring. With that in mind, who is someone living whom you'd like to interview? What 2 questions would you ask them, and why?
Two people that I would definitely like to interview would be, number one, Kat Cole, and I know she got her master's in business from here. And the reason I would like to interview her is because I want to open my own business one day, whether it's in like as a psychology type standpoint, because I have 2 friends that have siblings that have autism, as well as 2 nephews that have ADHD. So that's kind of, that's why I want to go to school, psychology direction. And I always had a passion for education and want to be there for someone that needs someone to talk to, and just really needs someone to be there for them and to listen to them. And Kat Cole, she, for her to like make a, I know she also went to school North Florida, if I'm not mistaken, to get her bachelor's. But for her to go to Georgia State and do, be in a position that she had at Cinnabon, besides the fact I'm a fan of Cinnabons too, throw that in there. But she just really inspired me, because with me possibly wanting to go into culinary arts at once upon a time, and whether I open a business in, you know, a school psychology setting and or, you know, a bakery, because I always wanted to open like a bakery to make pastries and cupcakes. But anyway, and I have a reason behind that, but nevertheless, I really, you know, would like to meet her. And a question I would have for her is, you know, what made her, number one, did she know that did she always know what she wanted to do? And was there times that she felt like she wanted to give up and that she wasn't going to be good enough to fulfill the position that she's in now? And a second person I would also like to meet is Ludacris, because I've always been a fan of his music. I come from a singing family, like everybody in my family sings, and I know he's a rapper, but he inspires me, like in the music industry. I always, you know, liked his music. I listened to his music growing up. And I know he went to school for music management, if I'm not mistaken. And I just, you know, really want to ask him whether, because I noticed that he went from, you know, music, and he also does music now, and I know he also has a restaurant now. So did he, you know, for one, I just want to know, did he give up on music, or did he always know he wanted to take a, you know, more than one direction? And like, what really pushed him to even go to school? Because I know that there's other people that, you know, didn't go to school, and, you know, whether it's by luck or who you know, ended up in one of the three positions that he did, whether it's music, food, and so I just wanted to know where, like, you know, how did he end up where he is today, and did he always, you know, always know that he was going to switch gears as of, you know, what he's doing now?
What do you hope to learn and gain from this experience?
I hope to learn more about myself. The town that I come from and the, like, you know, the amount of people in the city, is a small town. I really haven't been out of Georgia, Florida, and I've been to Alabama once, and that was just Montgomery. So for me to take this road trip and to, you know, get to see more of the world, I really would get to, you know, learn new parts of myself, whether it's different food I like or, you know, different people of a certain culture that I connect to better. Just really get to know myself, enhance my communication skills, and really just, you know, have a better direction of what I want to do. I mean, even though I feel that I done went through a lot of things that stirred my direction of what I want to do, I still have days where I second guess myself and feel like you know, tomorrow is promised as I think and what I say or think I want to do. So I just really want a better direction of, you know, learning myself and what I want to do afterwards, and how much pressure it really is to know. Because, you know, from a young age, we always been told, what do you want to do, what do you want to do? And, you know, I really been on a traditional 4-year schedule. So, you know, I'll be 22 in November. So, you know, after that, it's like, you know, no one tells me what to do. It's really up to me. So I really want to learn more about myself, other people, and communication, and make connections.